And welcome back. Obviously here today in Italy there was a general strike in solidarity of the Floatilla because they were blocked in Israel and they got arrested by Israelis, and they're still there in Israeli prisons waiting for their cruel destiny. And people jump on the bandwagon. Trade unions organise things like this in solidarity for these twits which entered illegally in a country which they shouldn't go. It's even a war zone as well, and obviously Israelis are not very nice to invaders, and especially those who support Hamas, especially because the old Greta Thunberg thing is a bit of a common knowledge. She has a certain sympathy for these organisations because she's probably financed by them. Then you've got George Soros, which pops out from nowhere, probably co-funding as well. Seeing from Catania, Sicily, yes, another flotilla is heading towards Gaza. And, people would just be fiddled and left up the garden path. When you go on strike, you have to fight for your rights as workers. Or you do a public manifestation which doesn't economically damages you, because losing a day's of work these days, especially here in Italy, is an economical damage. For what? What can you do? You can't change not even one bit which has occurred or what's going to happen in the future there, because all Western governments have got skeletons in the cupboard to hide. They have connections with Israel, and probably the wokey lefties parties, especially in Italy, they have a certain sympathy for Islamic terrorist groups, like in other countries of the world, in the Western Europe, like the Labour Party, grooming gangs, stuff like that. And people have been misled, they've been scammed, they led up the calm path, manipulated. And the thing is, they do not realise this is happening to them. I think if someone said jump off a bridge, they will do it. It's probably how strong the narrative and the propaganda certain powers of be are pushing. Mass media. Or could be a distraction for something else. Because, they like to distract us with something else like this, not to keep our attention on what's going to really coming soon, something more seriously. God knows what, a war, economy going tits up, World War III, God knows what. They're distracting us while we're distracted. One won't be able to have the ability to, think a little bit. Stop a minute. What the fuck is going on? This is suspicious. And regarding people reasoning and thinking for themselves or expressing an opinion, they seem to be brainwashed or scared somehow. I think it's more like they've been brainwashed. Seeing they follow the fools, they become fooled themselves. You see some Italian singer crying on YouTube for these flotillas were stopped and boarded by Israeli military, whether it was international waters or near Gaza. who know you can't do nothing about it. Now they're in prison. And the thing is, they won't be released that soon. From Catania today, another boat or Floatilla is in departure. You know, people are really stupid who do these things. Are they paid actors who do these silly things like Greta Thunberg? Probably yes. Because see now, they have the money to do certain things. Organisations. Whether one funds one of these things or not, it's their business. But the fact is, at the end of the day, if you give money, participate in the general strike in favour of a bunch of twits, you're scammed anyway. I think it's a lot more better one takes their distance away from certain things, because you can easily get caught up in ridiculous things and do stupid things. The art of propaganda persuasion is pretty good, especially it works pretty good on the weak minds.